So we came to the final moments of this course, this 9-lesson course, short but intense. So I want to say a few summary and farewell words to you, to all of us. I really feel that we are in a very unique times for the brain. I started by saying that society realized that it's really high time and essential for society to understand the brain in a new, in a deeper way, in some sense really to save society from becoming aged and sick, and also because we don't understand our brain, our capabilities, our aggressions. We don't understand it. We need to find new solutions. The next decade, which is the decade of the brain because of the Human Brain Project, which is the decade of the brain because of the Obama's Brain Project, all this promise that we are going into absolutely new dimensions in brain research. That's clear. For me, of course, as a neuroscientist, it's a dream. It's a dream to be living and to be acting and to be able to tell you about these particular unique times. It's not always the case that these times come, but now it's an exciting times. That's beautiful. And again, emphasizing the need for theory. This is the big missing link in neuroscience, an overreaching, large-scale theory explaining how brain ingredients, synapses, neurons, dendrites, axons, spikes, PSPs give rise to behavior. I want to emphasize again, because now that you know how plastic is the brain, and so the world is changing because of our plasticity. We are the only animal that is dramatically changing the world so fast. We build machines, we write poetry, we do movies, and all that. It's due to our plastic brain. Still, people feel about the other especially that it's rigid. We tend to use the word, this is good and this is bad. And we use it in a most strict way, as if this is deterministic. This is good and this is bad. This is right and this is wrong. He is like this. She is like this. This is exactly against the brain. The whole notion of plasticity is the fact that he or me or she is now this thing and tomorrow another thing. So he is not bad. She is not good. It's a dynamical system that is changing due to the interaction between my brain, you, part of the environment. This is something very important because, as I said, most of us really feel that what is it is. Yes, maybe there is a physical system outside, probably there are trees and so on, yes, but we are dynamical entities. Our brain of humans is changing. So all these wars and all these antagonisms and all these certainties that this is the only way should be taken with a grain of salt, because we can change. We can change the brain from the outside. We can change the brain through interaction, through such courses and so on. For example, something that for me is important, we decided that science and art is something different. Will always be something different. Scientists and artists are different. You are a scientist, so you are a scientist. You're an artist, you're an artist. Leonardo da Vinci did not know his brain, did not know about these distinctions. And so I would like you to experience a new experience in a new volume that is not just being edited. You can go into the internet and look at it. Look at Art and Brain in a series of journals that I will say a word about in a second, Frontiers in Neuroscience. So if you look at Frontiers in Neuroscience, Art and Brain, you'll see a set of papers, some of them from neuroscientists, about movies, art, brain and movies, about visual art, about sculptures, about dance, all the arts, auditory system, music, but you will also get papers from artists speaking about how they, artists, see their own creativity, think about their own brain. So I'm trying to break these borders, these classical borders that are sometimes useful as categories, but sometimes are harmful. So I would like you to look at this, if possible, whenever you have time. And I want to say one word about this, another huge change in the world that you are now part of it, myself too, is this MOOC phenomena. The massive online open courses. Thousands and hundreds of thousands of people, including this course. You may know that about 40,000 people registered, about 20,000 or so started physically to take the course, and we have a very high successful rate of people remaining throughout, about 5,000 or so. This is a big success and a big compliment for me, from you, so this is fantastic. But this is phenomena, this Coursera and similar courses that enables professionals within their field to enable people all over the world, from anywhere, to just look at the course and learn in a deepest sense. This is absolutely beautiful. This is the invention of our brain, the digital world. Part of this concept, which is expressed very strongly in Frontiers idea, so Frontiers is a series of journals. I'm an editor of Frontiers in Neuroscience, but there are frontiers in other aspects, in psychology, in neurology, in plant physiology, in various areas. And this is the idea that things should be open access. We cannot close knowledge as the old-fashioned journals. We should open our knowledge through open access journals. And this is what's happening, and Frontiers is leading this thing today. Recently, Nature publishing group joined us, and so we are trying to lead the fact that science is not only for scientists. Scientist is for scientists to help other scientists to improve, but science eventually is for you, for society. And we have the duty, as in this course I tried my best, to explain science, but it's not closed within science. So the whole open access new direction, both through this MOOC phenomena, Coursera, and through this Frontiers and open access direction, is something important, beautiful, and will change society in terms of knowledge. Finally, a personal word. I should tell you, first of all, it's the first experience for me ever to talk to 40 or 20,000 people not knowing you. So I get feedback from you, huge feedback, and Guy here, my TA, is extremely helpful and instrumental in making all this interaction as lively as possible. And this is a new experience. I should tell you that I'm not used not to get feedback by a question online or by an eyebrow that says what's happening, I don't understand, or I understand. So this kind of interaction is new and different. One has to get used to it. I did my best. I hope that you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it because I felt all the time that somebody there is listening. I don't know where, who. I saw from the forums, I saw from the interactions that you form local groups, that you discuss some of the discussions. I myself learned from it, discussion about consciousness and other issues. There are some blogs that took my lessons and improved them by adding some notes and some explanation and some arrows and some equations. So this is beautiful. This is what it is all about. This is about knowledge. This is about interaction. This is about the new world of disseminating astutely, not just by internet, because there you can say anything you want, but astutely by professionals that stand behind what they say. And it is for you, and it was very much dependent on your very good feedback for me. Thank you very much. See you soon. We don't know when, but I'm sure another course will happen one day. Goodbye. Thank you very much. Toda rabah we say in Hebrew. Many thanks for you. See you soon in the 21st century of the brain. Shalom.